Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about the effect of a breach of director's duties in relation to contracts and transactions that the director entered into. Now, if a director places his own interests above those of the company, the director will be liable for any losses caused to the company. So for example, if a director entered into a contract or a transaction in breach of his fiduciary duties, such contract or transactions are voidable at the discretion of the company. In other words, the company can choose to affirm, that means confirm the contract or transaction, or set it aside, that means to cancel it. For example, if a director had entered into a contract for the sale of an asset to the company at a higher value than market rate, the company has the discretion to affirm the contract, that means to confirm it, or to void it. Okay, it's voidable at the discretion of the company because the contract was entered into in breach of the director's fiduciary obligations to the company. If the director has profited from his position without the informed consent of the company, the director may have to account for the profits made to the company. Otherwise, you have to pay damages, okay, the profits to the company because of his breach of his fiduciary duties. What happens when a third party is involved, where a third party has entered into a contract with the company, knowing that the directors of the company have acted improperly? The company may also be able to avoid the contract, that means set aside, cancel the contract, vis-a-vis, that means against the third party, if the third party knew or ought to have known of the breach of director's duties. This was laid down in the case of Cheong Kim Hock and Lin Securities. You can Google the case, and the Singapore Court of Appeal in Cheong Kim Hock stated that such notice may be actual or constructive notice. Actual means you actually know of the director's breach of his fiduciary duties. What is constructive notice? Where a person knows of circumstances sufficient to put him on inquiry whether a breach of trust or fiduciary duty has occurred, and he shuts his eyes to the obvious or fails to make such inquiries as an honest and reasonable man would make, the law imposes on him with constructive notice of such breach, and he is accountable to the beneficiary for any benefit he has obtained as a result of such breach. So thanks for watching this video on the effect of breach of director's duties on contracts and transactions.